Aloha, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here today for a Feng Shui Friday video for you. And this is the kickoff to another series of videos that I'm going to be doing for you for the next 9 weeks. So I've got my beautiful bagua here, and we're actually going to be focusing on this bagua for the next 9 weeks. So each week I'm going to be highlighting one area in the bagua to give you a little bit more information about what is that area of the bagua and of your life about, and where's that located in your home, and what are a couple quick easy things that you can do to perhaps shift or balance the energy in that area of your home and ultimately in that area of your life. So I'm super excited to get started. Today we are focusing on the career area. So that is this particular area right here in the center, in the front of your home. So when we're looking at the bagua, I do have a link to my regular video, or the first video, for you to take a look at. If you haven't watched that, you can go and pop in and do that. I'll just give you a quick explanation today about how to use the bagua, and you can watch the other videos that I've got available that give you a little bit more detail about like what is a bagua even, but it's essentially a mental map of your space. So every area in your home correlates to an area in your life. And this particular shape, the inner shape here, is the bagua shape, which has 8 sides, and then we always have the center. The middle is our health area in the center. So today I'm going to be focusing on the career area. When you are lining this bagua up on your physical space, you would do it in such a way that you are standing at your front door, outside the front door. So you're outside of your home and you're facing in, and that's how this lines up. This is going to be the front door line. It doesn't necessarily mean that your front door is in the middle of the space. It might be, on one end or another. And if it's elsewhere, I would suggest maybe reaching out to me and having me help you with that, because sometimes we do get doors that are like along the side or something like that, and it can be a little bit tricky. Also, if you have, split levels or things like that, it can be a little bit tricky. And I definitely recommend you getting some help either from me or someone else, right? So today's focus is on this career area, which is in the middle, in the front of your space. So the space does include your attached garage if you have one. A lot of people like to say, oh, let's skip the garage. That's not going to be part of this whole map. But if it's attached to your home, it is part of the bagua, right? It is part of your mental map. So this is going to be the center. For example, in my previous home in Minnesota, I actually had almost 4 of these squares in my garage. So these 4 squares right here were all in my garage. And then I had, the rest of my house was kind of back behind, and then I had a 2-story, so I had another level as well. But a big chunk of that, and particularly my career area that we're going to be talking about today, was in the garage. So one of the things that I made sure that I did is to keep the garage clean, right? Sweep it, keep it organized, all of that type of thing. So we know where the career area is. It's in the middle, in the front. This also, for those of you that are familiar with the compass Feng Shui, the direction that correlates to career in compass Feng Shui is north. So there's what I like to say is there's many different layers of Feng Shui. There's many different schools of Feng Shui. I practice a couple of them. I practice both this BTB version, and I also practice compass. So that's where I'm giving you the north direction as well as the lineup for the bagua here. So what does the career area relate to? Career relates to, as you might imagine, the thing that you do for money, right? Like the work that you do in the world. It's also about your journey, your path in life, your life purpose. Some people might term that, right? What are you even here for? What are you meant to be doing in the world? It further correlates to activities that you love, that you enjoy, because anything that lights us up, anything that brings us joy is part of our purpose, right? We're here to experience joy. So your work in the world, whether that's work that you do for money, or maybe you do a lot of volunteer work, whatever it is, your work in the world. It also relates to communication, as well as new opportunities. So this career area is where new opportunities come in for us as well. And of course, related to your physical job, promotions, salaries, bonuses. This is all part of that career aspect. The number that's associated with career is the number 1. Okay, so in Feng Shui, in the Bagua, we have what we call flying stars, which is another aspect of Feng Shui that we can do. And flying stars looks at the energy of the home, essentially giving you a reading on the energy of the physical space in relationship to time. So it's a little bit different aspect. But so each of these areas has a number that's associated with it, numbers 1 through 9. We're starting with number 1, which is the career area. So 1 relates to new beginnings, right? And career often relates to starting things, right? It's about change. The number 1 relates to change. It relates to independence. It's about a free flow of energy as well. So that number 1 really correlates well to the career aspect of things. The color for career is black. Black, and I'm not going to go into like details on all of this, on every little thing. I'm going to give you kind of the bird's eye view of this, right? Because when you work with me, you get a little bit more. If you're coming on my retreat to Maui, you're going to get a lot more about the elements and all of that. And then also I am creating an online course that you can take advantage of as well. So the color is black, which is correlates with the element of water, which is also the element for this particular area of the Bagua. So water helps things flow here, right? So having water really relates to the flow of energy. It's about renewing. It's about being flexible. When people talk about going with the flow, it's about being flexible. Sometimes water can be unpredictable, so that may be an aspect of this as well. It's definitely reflective. So that's why we often use mirrors as the element of water, because mirrors have that reflective surface, so they do represent water. This element of water enhances our intuition and also our communication. So it connects very well with the energy of the career area. So a couple things that you can do to boost this area if you are wanting to make a change in your career, or you're wanting just things to go better, go more smoothly for you, what you can do is you can add the element of water to this particular area of your home. And as you may have heard me speak about in the last series of videos, I talked about the elements. The element of water is represented by the color black or navy blue. The shape is sort of undulating or flowing, or the water element itself, right? Actual physical water. So you can do like a little water fountain, or you can do something that represents water, like a boat or a picture of water, that type of thing, right? So you can add that to the career area to help boost things, or you can simply add the color black, right? Which is also really, really helpful. So that is what I have to share with you for today. am just excited because to dive a little bit deeper into each one of these areas so that you have a real understanding of, what is this area of your life about? So when something is up, something is needing to be shifted in your life, you know where to look in your home to see what you can do. Because even just cleaning out a drawer in the career area can help get things moving and can help shift things. So that's what I have for you today. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your week. So much love and aloha. Aloha again. It's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji. If you enjoyed this video and are interested in learning more about Feng Shui or about the possibilities of working with me to help balance the energy in your personal space, feel free to schedule a virtual coffee chat. The links are below, so you can do that. Or if you know for sure that you want to work with me, there are also links below for the various consultations that I offer and more information about what is involved in having a Feng Shui consultation. One thing to know is that I can do Feng Shui consultations for you no matter where you are in the world. I do virtual consultations all of the time. And so it's a really time and space is not a factor. I can also do space clearings for you remotely. And those are super, super powerful, especially if you've had some very stuck energy in your space or had some really difficult things that happened in the home. It's really valuable to have a space clearing as well. So for more information, check the links below. I'd love to chat with you. I'd love to work with you to help balance the energy in your space, because I firmly believe that we can raise the vibration of the planet by raising the energy and the vibration of one home at a time. And I would love to be able to help you with your home to be a light for those around you. Much love and aloha.